Banlist opinions are driving the secondary market. Yeah, this is no surprise there. Make sure you guys click the living crap out of that. You guys know what you gotta do. So we're gonna be talking about Kashtira Rise Heart over here. Can I just click off the video right now? I can't believe this is a theory right now. I'm up to like 15 people that are like, Konami's going to bring back a Rise Heart, Robbie. You know, a walking, talking macrocosmo puts Kashtira back on the map. I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, you know, sure. You know, I swear the reason why a Rise Heart went was not only for the quick effect banish, but because of the zone locking of locking out Pendulum players from getting the chance to play the game. Are we gonna do something to Fenrir and Unicorn? Or if we bring back the Rise Heart, is this the counter that people think is going to save the game? Because this is a very dangerous thing. And the sad part is like QCR Rise Hearts, they've already gone up in price. There's nothing that's changed that. All right. I find that very interesting to kind of think about out here as well. You know, with all of these crazy cuckoo theories about a Rise Heart coming to save the game over. This man is wearing a golden clad armor. He's the hero of the story in some of these people's worlds. But, like, I don't think this is going to happen. Maybe in any... Unless Konami really thinks that we have power-crept Kashtira so far out. To be fair, I haven't seen very many Fenrirs lately. So, that's kind of strange. Maybe we have reached the point that Kashtira has been power crept with the format, but I'm telling you, this is a dangerous thing to be looking at. But all right, we'll leave that there. Can't believe people bought that out. We had like 11 listings. Summon Sorcerers. Now this isn't such a cuckoo one. I wanted to plug this in here, and I wanted to go, hey, Summon Sorcerers has an errata. TCG is getting a list in August. Summon Sorceress errata with a reprint. I'm really hoping that we get a Summon Sorceress reprint in the tins. I hope that they had enough time to plan things out here and are able to get us this errata before Worlds. Because I don't think in the current variation of Yubel as it stands, are they playing the Summon Sorceress anymore? The very early stages of the Yubel builds that actually did look very, very cool did have the chance to mess around with the Summon Sorceress, and they'd be able to use it as an extender for the deck to beam out another piece, which is actually pretty cool. I like that. I like that Summon Sorceress. Yeah, the errata was a little bit rough, but I like the fact that this card had a place in these decks. At least, you know, in the Yubel deck, is a niche little piece to be able to do its thing. I'm leaving this in the crazy cuckoo theories because I don't know why we haven't gotten the announcement of this coming back. At this point in time, the TCG, even though we're only 3 months behind on sets, it feels like our ban list now are 6 months behind. Because all the way from February, we've been dealing with this Snake Eye stuff, and Konami has just been losing their player base. So it's pretty batshit cuckoo to think that this company is aware of what's going on, but, you know, that in itself. So yeah, that's why we're tying the Summon Sorceress in here. This should have happened months ago. But okay. Metamorphosis. The major thing that I think prevents Metamorphosis from coming back in the eyes of the majority of the player base is The Last Warrior from Another Planet. People look at that card and they're like, it is not fair that I can summon, you know, a monster, immediately turn it on in to this broken card. Now you have to deal with this. Here's the reality of the situation with Metamorphosis right now, though. As much as like, oh my gosh, you know, Last Warrior is such a broken card. This card is unsearchable. Its name is Metamorphosis. It does not, in fact, have fusion in the name. If you're one of the people out here that knows how Yu-Gi-Oh works, so Metamorphosis coming back would be a limit to 1. It would be you would have to dedicate a slot in the extra deck, or slots, depending on what you are choosing to play, to that. Now, to that degree, though, people are still dedicating slots to Instant Fusion. Are they winning? No, realistically not. The current state that Instant Fusion has been left in, I mean, is way less desirable than I think most people can kind of comprehend right now. It is a cute thing. It is a cool card in certain situations. And yes, I think people would sack people with Metamorphosis. But taking away an extra deck slot to a one-of that you would have to meet a certain amount of conditions to be able to pull off whichever combo piece I feel like you're trying to do at this point in time makes it a safe comeback. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't. And I mean, it would just be the perfect time to reprint the card in, you know, the quarter century as a QCR. You know how many people would eat up a Metamorphosis? Your whole GOAT community. That grass looks greener. Well, I will tell you, the grass does look greener over there in the OCG sometimes. Wait, this is a banlist discussion? Oh, sorry about that. The working active theory as to why grasses never came back. Actually, the reason why grass has not come back is because the card dilutes the process of time and allows players to take too long of turns. It is unfair to the presidents of the game that a duelist is allowed to mill their entire deck and then have 30, 40 options to interact. By the way, actual factoids right there. Not a single lie has been detected in that. Most of your combo piles that look at grass, and the only major one anymore is like some 60 card. I'm gonna play like Horus. You know, summon or Skull Servants, a fun one. Infernoids is usually your main one, but it's usually where these decks are the engine pile decks. You know, you're feeling like, oh, today's saucy. Let's go ahead and shove some zombies in here, some noids in here, a Horus package. You know, it's a random transaction rollback. You know, we'll mill, if we're going to mill 30 cards, maybe we'll see the traps so we can Mayakashi lock. I can understand why, you know, people want this card back because it creates such a sacky game state. But I feel like at this point in time, to the people that are looking at this, let's be very realistic here. You're going to get ashed, and you're going to pick up your cards. You're going to go, wow, I opened my one of grass. You know, that's another big thing, too. If grass comes back to 1, and you're playing a 60-card deck, how many times are you going to draw that grass? Like, just take some time to think about the variance of the situation there. The answer is not enough. And then we got to talk about Zodiac. This and Summon Source, this was titled realistic or unrealistic things people wanted to see, like, you know, grass, the metamorph. Well, meta's fine, but the Rise, it's not gonna happen. But Zodiac stuff, Trident and Barrage. So we're kind of back at that point right now that people are looking at the Zodiac cards again, and they're like, well, you know, let's bring Trident back. You know, we've had more time to power creep things. Trident came back last time, what felt like it was fine, and then things started to go sideways relatively quickly. At this point in time, I think Barrage and Trident both can come back. Broad Bull, on the other hand, no. To those of you that look at Broad Bull as a card, that card is a Rhoda, and I don't really want to deal with that right now. That level of consistency upgrade is not something that I think we need to be having across the board in a lot of these decks. Who's to say maybe it could be fine, but that's the unrealistic one. You know, people are actually pushing for Broad Bull to come back over the Trident and the Barrage, though. Like, who would have thought that? Not me. The cards are just for any Beast Warrior that's, I believe it's level 4 or lower, which I ain't dealing with that. No Rhoda. Rhoda bat for now. Unless you're pushing some stuff in marketing, then that might be worth it. But for now, I don't want to deal with the Rise Heart. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back in there today, guys. Patrons! Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.